Wrong one. Sorry, hang on.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for this one? UCR.
We saying what we want, give it to you non-stop. Any place, anytime, not afraid to speak our mind. That's just the way we roll, we never gonna go. Unstoppable, original, uncensored radio.
I love that you're just like wrong one. Like, how does that work?
How do you mess it up?
Okay, well, in my defense, we filmed a show over the weekend that we had a shortened intro for, and I just happened to hit the wrong one because they're like right next to each other.
One job, James. One job, man. Come on.
Hey, I have more than one job. Thank you.
I didn't know there was a button. I thought it was just an automatic thing.
Mm-mm.
There's a button you have to press every time.
Yeah, I have to press buttons. This isn't like Blog Talk. This isn't like Blog Talk where it's all like where the theme song is preset to play. I actually have to press buttons this time. Like I actually have to do stuff.
Oh my God! For those of you who don't know, the Snow White under James, that's my cousin Marie. You know,
hey, Marie.
you may have heard me talking to about her. You know, it's Uncle Shitbag's daughter, Uncle Lenny.
And he's
the
dead.
one and only. Yeah, I know. She's the one that called me up. Looking for all you thought I was kidding. Ask her yourself. Did you call me at 9:30 on a Friday to tell me your father died and I hung up?
I think it was later than that. That was it was the day he went in the ICU, and I don't think anyone realized that was going to happen that night. And we thought it was going to be fine. And then of course, we called Jeffrey and we're crying hysterical because that was my dude. Yes, he was a hoarder. We all get it, but you know, he was still a good guy. You know, he was an awesome, person, everything. So that was sad. It was sad, but I think it was more sad that we didn't get to go to the funeral, and we for the show we were able to, be part of it that way. So, but we'll do a memorial at a later time so that we can, do some things and maybe get some strippers or who knows.
And this bitch had me scooped at my own uncle's funeral. We go set up a camera crew for this asshole. I go and I'm filming this, and then I'm like, oh, nobody's gonna be there, right? Like it's only gonna be 10 people. It's Uncle Lenny. This asshole never got dressed. He wore sweatpants every day of his life. We had to get a suit from the freaking prison. Oh my God, the prison, the funeral home. You know what I mean? Because you can't even. Where are you gonna buy a suit from when everything's closed? Where are you gonna get a suit from in quarantine? Where are you buying the suit? Where are you buying the suit?
Your boy crush Jerry Pettigrew hooked us up. So, that was...
Right.
I feel
this bitch had me scooped.
That was your boy, Jerry Pettigrew, asking for a favor. He said, can we please do a story for funeral?
Oh, no.
What do I say? Because the guy helped us out. He got us a suit. He owed him money. He didn't make us pay it back. And I was kind of, what do you do? Got to say yes. You can't say no.
Honey, your uterus is vibrating.
You knew, Jeffrey. Didn't you know? Everybody knew that there was going to be a order there.
Girlfriend.
I think it was a good thing that it shows people what they can do still to honor loved ones that died during this. I mean, obviously we're opening back up and people, when you go to the stores down here, no one's wearing masks. Everybody's on your back. Nobody cares to keep the 6 feet. So I guess they think it's over. So that's what we're doing.
I think it's the same here too. Like people have just stopped. well, we didn't have a big outbreak here. Like, no one really saw how terrible it could be because no one actually died here. And so now we've got all these protests going on about, wanting the restrictions to be lifted and how dare the government. We showed the video the other day of the lady being arrested at one of those protests in Sydney. Yeah, but I kind of get that feeling no one cares anymore. They're just like, let's just get back to life and whatever. And I imagine it's the same there because...
Well, I mean, they want to go on the beaches. They want to go out. It's 80 degrees here. They want to take their kids swimming. They want to do stuff. And I think people are just sick of sitting in the house. And, I don't know anyone directly who had COVID, and everyone I talk to doesn't know anyone. So I think that if it doesn't hit home to you, they just aren't thinking about it in that way.
Well, I think it's easy when there's constant information going on the internet that's saying it's bullshit, it's not real, it's about your rights being taken away. And people are like, well, yeah, that makes sense. This is bullshit. And now people are just pissed off. They don't know what's real. And they're like, oh, I don't know anybody that's sick. This is all bullshit. It's fake. It's a whole world conspiracy. Come on.
Oh, but this is nothing new. People are always crazy with all of these conspiracy theories. Like, look at the other day, that video we watched. Like, I think there was a lot more to that. It was like an anti-vax group and anti-government. Like, there was just people get caught up in their own narratives, I guess, that they create. And if they're not seeing the reality, if they're not laying there dying from it, they don't really get it.
Did you guys see the nutbag that commented not too long before we came on air, like an hour ago?
No.
Brian, James, can you see it? Like Brian, me and him was going back and forth, and he was like, you don't know, and he's like, I'm like, did you even watch? Like, he commented on like the video of what we did.
Oh wait, no, I did see a little bit of it. I did.
Byron, the one that said, "Welcome to Democrat hell, people." Right. They've wanted to do this to us since Trump became president. Good economy, we'll fix that.
Right, and he was like going on about, he's like, this has nothing to do with the police.
But who wanted to do it?
I'm like, did you watch the video? Like, do you know what you're talking about, bro? Like, you're here, guy, bitch. And then he's like telling me what we think. And I'm like, you're commenting on our video that has our opinions in it, telling me we're fucked up and what we think. Bitch, you didn't watch the video. Go fuck yourself. So, boom. Watch the video and get back to me. And I was like, come see us. Hi, come on. Hi, boo. How you watching? How you doing? Let me know, boo. If you're handsome, like, drop Luke a line. You single. James single. Marie taken.
Oh, fuck
I bet
off.
you I'm a Republican because he was saying we were Democrats. And it just so happened I'm not a Democrat because I hate Nancy Pelosi and her ever-changing face. They something not natural with her. Or that other man she always standing next to in the Democrat Party who I can't regularly identify because I can't identify his face either.
Well, it just so happens that I'm currently looking at Mr. Byron's Facebook page, and he is homely as fuck.
Never mind.
Oh, nice. How come though? Everyone sort of thinks that our show's very left wing when I think we've made effort to really, like, I've always said I'm more like centre right. We've shown articles from both ends of the spectrum politically. I don't know where this attitude is coming from these people. I guess they don't watch the show though. They're just dropping in. They're just commenting.
I hate Trump. But it's not because I'm a Democrat. I don't like Democrats either.
I think he's an awful person.
Like,
I really do.
Right.
I think he's a terrible person.
It has nothing to do with him being a Republican. That's what people don't get. Like, they're like, oh, it's because he's a Republican. No. It is nothing. There's things about him that he's done as a president that I like. It has nothing to do with him. I hate the man as a human being. I think he's a terrible human. Like, it's got nothing to do with him being depressed.
Speaking of terrible humans, Marie, did Jeff really hang up on you when you're crying and telling him what your father had passed? Did he really do that, or is he exaggerating?
No, he didn't hang up on us. We talked about it.
You dirty bitch.
It was an ongoing thing that Claire, my father, die on a fucking Friday and ruin a bitch's weekend. That's what he said. I told him that not to die on a Friday. He's ruining a bitch's weekend. A bitch has got some fun. I'm a single, parent, and how dare him die on a Friday? That's what he said.
I see. So I did bitch. I did bitch as soon as they told me.
Yes.
I was there.
Yeah.
I can vouch. I was there, and he did bitch about it. Like, so he's not lying.
Look,
but
it's a
he didn't
comedy
hang up.
bitch. You have to embellish a little bit. Fucker.
I'm sure he's very sorry that his
No, I'm not.
untimely death ruined your plans. I'm sure he is.
No, I'm not.
Because it is all about Jeff.
Yeah, I think he's probably about it. He's probably like, fuck that, Jeffrey. I don't give a damn. I ruined that bitch's weekend. Oh, wow. That's probably.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jeffrey thought for a while there that Uncle Lenny was haunting him. So.
Oh, we just got the latest.
Yes.
So our aunt, Uncle Lenny's sister, showed up the other day and was like, come outside. I got a gift for you. I run outside and it's this little gift bag. And she goes, oh, this is your part of the estate. She's like, I know he'd want you to have it. And
Shall I go get them?
I agree. No, we can't.
I know. We can show one of them.
Oh.
We can show one.
Listen, this is, I don't know what's your birthday, but Jeffrey they put porno mags in my dad's casket. They did all kinds of crazy stuff. And he would have loved it. He would have thought Dad was hilarious.
Well, because you know what? Your father was a ladies' man. He was a crazy man.
He was a hoe.
He was nobody's like conservative, like traditional person. And I'll be damned if he was gonna go in like a traditional, like, no, that's not right. You don't do that to somebody. Like, I would be pissed as shit. Like, I just assume if you wanna, cremate me and enroll me and smoke me, by all means, have at it. Whatever you want to do.
Listen, Dad said that somebody had serviced those older ladies needed their needs met. That he was that guy that serviced the older ladies. And I said, Dad, were you a prostitute? Like, were they giving you money? And he's like, well, yeah, they give me things. And I'm like, so you were servicing older women for money and things and presents. I was like, nice. Okay. Whatever. I guess everyone, if you get something from someone you're sleeping with, I guess it's some form of prostitution. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's what he told me. Older ladies needed love too.
He was a gigolo, baby.
Yeah.
He was a gigolo. Well, you know what? It's crazy. It's my little brother.
It's true. These stories are true. They're true.
What was Anthony? He was like 2, right? And they taught him, like, my brothers were obsessed with Uncle Vinny. They would always, like, all the little kids were always excited because Uncle Vinny was, like, the playful uncle. They would come over and beat the shit out of the kids with the pool noodles and get them all riled up, and he'd play video games and let them stay up late. He didn't care if it was a school night. Whoever's kids it were, they, the parents had no say. When Uncle Vinny came over, it was a fucking free-for-all. Didn't matter what day of the week it was, what was going on. So video games, whatever, like regular Nintendo's out, man. You had that Bugs Bunny game or whatever the hell it was, and Looney Tunes. It was good times. I lost my train of thought because I just thought my kid.
You said when Anthony was 2. You said when Anthony was
2. You'd be like, "What does Uncle Vinny go cruising for?" And he'd be like, "Chickies." Uncle Vinny goes cruising for chickies. Like
Oh, yes, I remember that. I do remember. That was the thing that
be like, oh, Uncle Vinny's got a boat. Uncle Vinny's got a boat. No one. He had one of his hobo. It was one of his.
Yeah, it was an older lady.
She was married.
One of his older ladies.
She had a husband.
Yeah.
It was one of his. He was a hoe. It was one of his tricks or whatever you call them.
What about
John's?
Jefferson Street?
Who,
yes, on Jefferson Street. Remember?
What do you call a female money payer lady? What's a John for the lady?
Well, a sugar mama, cougar. I mean, she was older than.
But what's the bad? See, there ain't even a bad.
Well, he's not like a mistress. What is he? He's like,
I don't know.
Right, but what's
I don't know. What is the term for
there
the other male
term for it, right? That's how fucked up it is. What's the bad term? Nobody. Can you Google that? How fucked up is that? Not one of us can even think of that because nobody ever because it's only bad.
I know.
Term for a.
Well, it's not common, is it?
Well, look at he was. Well, you think he was going to put in hard?
The ladies loved him.
The male equivalent is a mister.
I mean,
a mister.
Just a mister.
Yeah. The male equivalent to a mistress would
he'd
be a
be
mister.
Like, dude, he'd be like, they like the Johnson. Even in the hospital, as the man lay dying, he'd be like, these nurses, he's like, they like what they see, the Johnson. I'm like, Vinny, ain't nobody like nothing with your skin like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, like I walked in there and I'm like, Jesus Christ, Vinny, you look like you died 3 months ago. You look like a dead fucking muppet. He's like, yeah, you fucking funny, Jeffrey. I was like, yeah,
terrible.
Full of shit now, aren't you?
well, he would say, it's bad, Marie. It's real bad. It's bad. I'm like, yeah, I've seen the pictures. You're not doing great. Like, what's going on? You're not taking care of yourself. And, I mean, I think he just gave up. And, when you stop taking care of yourself, what's going to happen? So, I mean, but like I said, I'm sure a lot of ladies are going to miss him. He's gone because he told me a story that the girl with the boat showed up knocking at his door one day, freaking out. He was in there with another girl, had to shove her out on Jeffrey's roof because he lived next to Jeffrey naked.
Oh, yeah.
While he was trying to calm the other one down. I know you got someone in here. And then he had to get her out of there. So the naked girl on the roof, because he's like, Jeffrey's parents are going to kick me out because I got a naked girl on the roof. And like, he's just crazy. It's true. Like the stories that Jeffrey says, they are true. Like that was just who he was.
Listen, I lived underneath this man as like, a gay homo, right? And he lived upstairs, because my parents' house, they had this big old, like huge, it was like, I don't know what kind of house you call it. But it, one side was like one big house and the other side was broken into two. So he lived above me and I had this large living room that was broken in half, and one side of it, his bedroom was above. And we'd be downstairs like partying and you'd just hear him jamming, going to town on some bitch upstairs, right? But the thing was, is he had the colostomy bag at the time.
Oh.
Right, so we're all like, oh my God. Like,
Luke's reaction.
No, we're all like dying, like, Jesus Christ. And the bed's just going. It's like 3 hours later, and we're like, and we're all fucked up, like laughing over time, like, oh my God, and you can just hear she's howling and shit, begging for mercy. Like, it's just, so whatever. But so, and so it would stop, whatever, and then you'd kind of hear her coming down the stairs. So we would all haul ass down the driveway to go see what this bitch would look like because we're nosy as shit, right? Wouldn't it be like some fucking hot, like 25-year-old bitch? And we were like, I don't know, 21. So he had to be like in his 40s. And so this bitch was just a couple years older than us. I'm 36 now. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's got a fucking shit bag on him and he's banging 25-year-olds for hours.
I love Samara Holland. How does that work?
I don't
love
know.
this. I love you, Samara.
Listen, he told me that he had a band he'd wrap around it like it was some kind of like back brace or something to be like, oh, my back's out. Like he's some kind of con man artist, man. Bitches would believe his shit. I don't know. He must have been paying them. I don't know. Maybe he would give him some of his horror to be like, here's the painting. It's worth money. I don't know.
Well, it just sounds like he was like a Casanova.
Yeah, he must
Like
have.
he was
Well, you know,
something
Jeffrey
about
ever
him the
tell
ladies
story?
like.
The story of how he ended up in the hospital with a colostomy bag was he went in there in extreme pain, and of course they asked you some questions and like, oh yeah, you've been sleeping with strippers, you got an STD, take this medicine and go home. He almost died because they just thought he had an STD from screwing a bunch of strippers, but his intestines were about to explode, so he had to go back, and then come to find out that's what the pain was. But they initially thought he had an STD from sleeping with so many strippers. That's what he told me. So, I mean, that's just him.
He kind of.
He was,
Yeah, he had a known reputation.
yeah.
As a man whore.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was a philanthropist, as one might say.
A philanthropist?
Mm-hmm. He was donating, I think, to maybe many female scholarship funds. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Oh boy.
Maybe. Allegedly.
Wow.
I don't know. Could have been.
I mean, possible,
Hey.
but
Nothing wrong with it. Hey, helping some poor girl get to college and work on her master's degree for psychology. Good for her. Solidarity, sister.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta love Uncle Lenny. My favorite, though, was when he would come downstairs when the gays were partying. And he'd be like, I'm cool with the gays. I'm cool with the gays. And he'd go on some tangent about being at some adult theater and be surrounded by dudes. And he'll be like, yo, I suck your dick better than this girl. And your father would have some crazy reaction. He would just go, like that. He would just make the crazy. And we'd all just look at each other and be like, where is this going? And is he trying to get laid? And who is taking one for the team? I'm like, I'm the nephew. I'm out.
Don't even go there. You are so ridiculous.
well, I mean,
Oh,
but here's the thing, though. It makes you wonder where the gay porns came from.
Well,
Like-
I'm saying one night, like that's what we thought what was going on, and there was like 5 people there, and I was like, "Yo, I'm the nephew. I'm out."
yeah.
One of you.
I mean, listen, to each their, I don't know that I would ever think like that about him because he was such like obsessed with girls,
It
whatever.
was
But
such, like,
I mean,
it,
you know,
it really was like a joke, but like, you know, I was like, tag. I'm
I
out.
mean, yeah, I mean, you know, to each their own. I mean, if that was, you know, like my, and by the way, Luke, I do have to tell you, my daughter loved your video. She said that you are so much nicer of a parent than I was because when she was 3 and she tried to go on the road, I said, if you go on the road, you're going to get hit by a car and you're going to die. Do you want to die? And she's like, no. I said, then don't go on the road. So she said the way you did it was so much sweeter than the way that I did it when she was a kid.
Oh, with all his Muppets. Oh,
And now he's turned to the side.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
oh, he's trying to be Spider-Man.
Sorry,
Oh,
no, my internet dropped out. So I'm changing internet service providers right now. So they've obviously just shut it off at this moment to change over to the other one. So yeah, that was a bit of a oops. Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, did we lose Marie? Did we lose Marie? And I'm like, oh wait, it's me.
Oh,
Did you hear what I said about
No, I missed
my
a whole
daughter?
chunk.
She's 24. She'll be 24.
Yeah.
Right.
So how old are you, Marie?
Okay,
Don't
so
mind
my
me
daughter
asking.
will be 24 this month.
Oh my God, you look 24.
I'm 39.
You look 24.
I'll be 40. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't smoke. I don't do anything. So, and I stay out of the sun. As you can see, I don't like the sun. But
You live in Florida.
no, she's gonna be 24.
Wait. You live in Florida, yet you stay out of the sun.
I do, and I work in an outside bar, and I specifically pick sections that are shaded, so that I don't have to have because I had little skin cancer, so I was like, no more. I'm not gonna burn my skin anymore. So, but my daughter, you know, I was 15 when I had her. So I was a real hard ass mom, like, and basically, you know, I would just be like, listen, if you walk away from me at a store, someone's gonna steal you and you're gonna be kidnapped, and that's it. If you go out in the street, you're gonna get hit by a car and you're gonna die. Like, don't, you know. And so she was just like, I'm not doing any of that stuff. You know, and everyone thought I was so strict and everything. So I showed her your video and she loved it. She's like, well, that's how you. And, you know, you got to explain to kids the danger, and it's better than what you did, because you basically were like, you're going to die. Like, I was like, well, I mean, you know, I was like.
And you know what, though? That message really resonated with her, and I had to kill Sky. It had to be Sky because that's her favourite Paw Patrol. If it was one of the others, she'd be like, meh. It was Sky. And so when she said to me again the other day, she's like, I don't want to see Sky get hit by a bus anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I know, darling. I said, I don't want to ever see you get hit by a car. So that's the lesson. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, it actually really struck with her. More than me just yelling at her saying, don't go near the road, because she didn't care. She was like, whatever. Well, I'll do what I want.
Yeah. I mean, my daughter thought it was sweet the way you did it, and it was really cute. They made a little video and everything. And, you know, because I was a young mother and I was just like, I don't got time for this. Or not do it, and that's it. And I'll be mean about it if I have to and get my point across. But I think it's sweet. Like, I told her you named her Buffy, and she's like, that's so cute. So yeah. So I was telling her about
Jeff thought when he saw the Muppets on the screen, he's like, you were hesitant to watch the video, weren't you, Jeff? You were like, Jesus, he snapped.
Because I'm like, you know, he be putting on Power Ranger costumes and shit. Then he's got videos of him in drag, being like, so I'm like, oh dear God, what in gay hell is this gonna be? You know, I never know what's coming. So I get a little nervous sometimes. So I'm like, oh no, what are we in for? You know, and I don't know. And
well,
we're watching the video for the first time live on air. So I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get
You had
sued.
white knuckles, didn't you?
Yeah.
Gripping the
I was so scared. I was like, oh no.
And you ended up loving it, though. You were like, that's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It really was amazing. It really was. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Did you call him an overachiever? Did you call him an overachiever for making a video to teach their kid, like, you like to pick on me? Did you tell him he was an overachiever?
No, bitch, because he's not like freaking out about Orange Day, calling the Disney manager at home, being like, I don't know what costume to put my kid in for Orange Day, because I don't know what costume is orange in it. And then she's like, oh, Moana.
You're like hating on me. I saw a manager from the Disney store, and I can't believe he didn't think of this, because we usually plan, he's gay, so we usually plan Caitlin's outfits and costumes together at the store, and I like absolutely love him. So I was like, I got Orange Day for, you know, our visitation. And I was like, what am I gonna do with orange? Like, I don't know. And then I was like, oh my God, Moana. I have that costume upstairs on the bed. Like, so I was just like, oh, cool. So, hold on. We have her teachers, which are little flat Stanleys. So I made them Moana outfits with Pua and Hey Hey. So Jeffrey said I'm an overachiever for the homeschooling fun.
Like, her kid's gonna be dressed in a Moana
I'm bored.
outfit for
I'm
Orange
bored.
Day. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? I can't. My kids. I'm like, bitches. You know what? You gonna learn how to clean because I can't. You mask? Nah. I'm over here like, you know what sounds good? Shock therapy or a coma. Fuck homeschooling. And she's over there like, Orange Day, we're gonna do costumes. Yay!
You know,
I'm bored.
Look at this shit behind her. The whole fucking wall's decorated. Then all up top, and I'm like, hey, bitch, you fucking overachieving bitch. The alphabet is fucking taller than I am. It's supposed to be eye level, cunt.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I am so bored. I have worked my whole life. I've never taken time off. Being a single mother, never getting child support, never being on welfare, never getting anything. I have worked my ass off. So
You sound like a
I cleaned my
Republican.
oven today. No, it's not that. It's just I am bored out of my mind. I literally cleaned my oven, cleaned my storage drawer again, cleaned
You
my
voted for
pots
Trump,
drawer
didn't
again.
you?
No, I didn't. No, how do I say? And I think Trump's a joke, and I think that he made us look like a joke to the rest of the world because he's an idiot. That's my view. I lost respect for Obama at the end of the term with something that we said we were going to talk about when he on about the Trayvon Martin thing. And he was like saying some stuff. And I'm like, dude, like we've come so far in this country. Like, why are you making this a color issue? You're only hurting people like my daughter, who's half black, like your son, Jeffrey, why do we have to? Two of my nephews are half Mexican. My daughter's half black and my other nephews are all white. Like, I love them all the same. It's not a big deal. Like, a crime is a crime. I don't care who the color is that made the crime. You have to pay for your crimes, and that is pretty much how it works. You know, but it's you were saying like we were going to talk about the run for Ahmaud and like all these things, and I'm like, okay, so two redneck guys shot him. Oh,
Yeah.
different color people kill different color people all the time. So you know, it's just I think it's another thing blown up in the media to cause a story, to cause more hate. And, you know, after the Trayvon Martin thing, I was at work and there was a cook and he was a black guy. And I went back to the kitchen. And I said, hey, these people ordered this steak rare. And he goes, and I was like, it's well done. And he goes, I said, you know how white people are. They like their steaks mooing. And he goes, you talk to me about white and black. And I said, who are you talking to? Me? Are you accusing me of being prejudiced? Like, my daughter's half black. I'm not prejudiced. Like, I'm just stating a fact that, you know, that's how my family likes it. Like, it's not, I'm making a joke about it, but, you know, he was so offended. And it was all around the time of the Trayvon Martin thing. And I was like, wow, I you know, for him to not like me or like a comment or like what I said, that's what these problems start with people. It starts, you know, it's a hate crime. It's a, you know what I'm saying? And like, I just am like, when I see it on Facebook, I just scroll past it. I'm like, I don't, you know, these people pay for what they did and that's it.
Like, emotions are quite heightened over there right now, and it's probably because of you being under Trump's government. It's sort of brought all this stuff to the surface. I mean, we have it here every year with Australia Day. We have a lot of Indigenous people that, well, not even just Indigenous people. It's like a lot of people saying that we shouldn't have Australia Day because they, the people that are arguing against Australia Day are saying it's an invasion day. It was the day that, you know, these people lost their rights. They were more or less, you know, colonized by the English. So it sort of blows up around them, but it kind of seems like it's constant over there right now, and it's just an ongoing thing where there's a lot of tension when really, like, we're all thrown into this world together now where we just want to all live and be with each other and get on as best we can and, you know, look at the past and learn from it. don't use that as a reason to not like somebody who's standing in front of you. Like, I just think people are just using so much of their own, and I don't dispute prejudice at all. I know there's prejudice in the world and people are pricks, and that's just the way people are. But I just think people hold on to these things from the past as a way to, I don't know, like just, it's almost like a power struggle or something. And I just think, what's the point? We're all just thrown into this world together. None of us asked to be born who we were. None of us, I acknowledge white privilege as well. I know, Jeff, you like to talk about white privilege a lot. I acknowledge that. I know that that's a real thing as well. But, when you love someone and they're your friend and you feel for them, do you really see their color? Do you see any of that? You just see them. That's them. You just love their soul. You love who they are. And I think people segregate themselves a lot and make race into something. All right, I think I'll summarize real quickly. I think the way to move forward is that we all need to stop caring about race, because we're making it into something that does separate us when it shouldn't.
Well, my two favorite neighbors, one is Asian and she makes nice sushi. So I love her to death. She's the sweetest little thing, and her boys. And my other favorite neighbor is from Poland. And, those are the only two people that I really even talk to on my street. And I don't look at her like, oh, well, you're different than me because you're Asian, or you're different than me because, we talk about this stuff. We talk about our neighborhood, because we're all owners of our townhouses. And, they're my absolute favorite people in the neighborhood. I always tell them that I wish they were my neighbor, that, I shared a wall with them instead of, because my unit next door is a rental. So I never go in there, and I always joke, I'm like, I wish we could be neighbors, because, they just feel the same way I feel about our neighborhood. And I just don't understand, everybody making this out to be like, you should dislike somebody because of the color of their skin, because having a biracial daughter, and to think that people would judge her for either side of her race, and it's really unfair to those kids, because
in the case of this gentleman that got shot, though, I really do believe that was a racially motivated attack. They just saw a black guy jogging. There'd been some kind of, a burglary or something in their area.
Well,
and they just saw him as the perpetrator, and they had no business even talking to that man, let alone what transpired. And they need to be in jail for murder. They're murderers. Those two men are murderers.
No.
More stuff keeps coming out about that. Like, I saw another Facebook share that, because I guess the father was a cop or something at some point. He was like some kind of police officer or sheriff or whatever. I don't care. And he may have had some dealings with this man at some point in the past. So, the correct thing that he should have done was wait for the police to come. So there's that part of it. The whole problem, I think, with this and trying to ignore it and put it away, because one of my things for me personally is I don't give power to the words, right? So you can call me a faggot all day long. I don't care, because I don't give the word any power. It doesn't mean anything to me. Cool. Is that as creative as you can get? Because, bitch, I promise there's a whole lot you can use against me. You can have a lot of fun. Faggots really, you don't know me if that's all you got. So I think, for me, racism is systematic. And if you're black, right, and it keeps happening, you can't just say we ignore it and it's going to go away, because it's not. It hasn't. segregation was not that long ago. You're talking about schools were black and white, what, in the 40s?
Yeah.
You know, like you go use the black fountain over there was, you know, in our parents' lifetime or grandparents' lifetime. So it's only a generation removed, really,
and I think
from
that's
us.
why, like, our generation too, we never lived with that. We never
So-
saw that personally, and it's
Right.
what we were going back
But
to with the
how can
coronavirus.
we
don't
expect
get it as much
black
as
people to still not have strong feelings about racism when they're only a generation out of this. You know, like, how can any white person look at a black person and be like, you don't get to be upset about this, when it was a generation ago there was segregation. Like, I just don't understand how we get the balls to look at somebody and be like, you don't get to be upset about that anymore.
Yeah.
No, nobody said not. Listen, ignorant people who are prejudiced, like, that's them. They're gonna answer for that in the end. Like I said, for someone like me, I love everybody. I don't care what the color of your skin is. You know what I'm saying? Like, my husband is
get that.
Puerto Rican, you know? I mean, my husband's Puerto Rican. My daughter's half black. Like I said, my nephews are Mexican. Like, you know, I mean, it's like, I love everybody, and I feel bad, like, for the situation, because it should have never happened. And
No, and I'm not suggesting
crap.
you meant anything other. No, and I get what you're saying, and I got what Luke was saying, and I didn't mean, like, I wasn't trying to contradict either of what you two were saying, because you two have valid points. You know what I mean?
I got you, girl. I know what you mean.
You know, like,
I'm with you.
I'm talking about people that are not, like, using the mental capacity you two are. You know what I mean? Because obviously, Marie, like, you're married to, like, what you just said, a Puerto Rican man. You have a biracial daughter, so obviously you're not a racist. You know what I mean? Like, Luke, I know is not a racist. So,
well, I think in
you obviously have a deep conscience to be able to think in the process of which you're having your thought process. It doesn't even make sense that I just said, but where
it's about stereotyping all white people, that all white people black people, and that's what hurts me, because, like I said, the people that are most affected are biracial people, like my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's half white, she's half black. Like, I mean,
it's like,
you know,
Aiden's
like,
the same thing.
It's
like, Aiden's on the darker side of it. So where he does, you know, and he has got two white brothers, and his dad's white, and his mom's white, where he never really knew his black dad. So in his, you know, he's like, well, I'm white.
Yeah.
Where my friend Missy, she's so light skinned that she's like, oh, you know, don't call me when you want somebody on the black side, because they're always like, nah, that light skinned bitch, we don't need her. So
my husband has, when I got married, I acquired 5 brothers. Okay, so I have sisters. My husband, I acquired 5 brothers. My husband is full Puerto Rican. His 2 of his brothers are half Puerto Rican, half black. The other 2 are half white, half Puerto Rican. The other one is all white.
Okay,
because
so let's talk about these brothers. Let's talk about these brothers for a minute. Now, are any of them single?
Wait before we find out if they're single, are they hot?
Yeah, we don't care if they're single. The single doesn't matter. Are they attractive?
Is it mean to say that I married the hot one? Is that so mean to say? My husband is quite hot. Like, I married the hot one.
You're a boy.
Like, he's
all right, well, that works. Boys.
But the thing is,
I tell you, her husband, he's the one that, you know, when I was going through my wall that one day and I saw, I was like, who the hell's this faggot with this little girl, right? And I look over and I'm like, Maria, I'm like, who the fuck is, I'm like, oh my God, it was my cousin, was her husband. And I just, you know, he looks he's like a Metro dude, you know, but he looks kind of homosexual.
He's sexy.
He's very
Metro, but he looks like he screams fag. Screams fag.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
he's
pretty.
a very beautiful
Pretty.
man,
Oh,
and a lot of that is my fault because,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, it's
But the
amazing.
thing is
For
like I
sure.
said, if you saw me with all of my brothers by marriage, it's a rainbow. You know, it's just a rainbow. If you saw my
Oh, did we
Uh-oh.
lose her?
This is not the time I want to
She
lose.
died.
No.
She died.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
what happened?
Well,
Was that
oh, there
me?
we go.
Nope. She's
Oh.
Yeah, you're back
there she is.
now.
Oh,
Did you?
girl. That's not the time I want to be losing you, girlfriend.
Oh no.
You
Bring
dropped
on the
out,
mares.
Marie. I think she's dropped again.
It's the rain of
Oh
man.
my
Oh
gosh.
no.
Hallelujah.
What a. So, guys, today's been quite a serious show.
Oh, sorry.
hasn't
I don't know what's going on.
it? Okay,
There you
she's
go.
back.
There you go.
I'm like, am I seeing hot leather pants?
Sorry,
walking around?
No, I'm home alone. I'm home alone. No, like I said, you know, for my family, and my mom jokes that all of her grandkids, it's like a rainbow with her grandchildren. And, you know, we just don't see it that way. And so when I see all this hate and, you know, I'm like, I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want to be included in that because I don't hate anyone. And, you know, like, it's not who I am. And, you know, I get nervous when people are hyping things up and making, you know, those guys need to pay for what they did. They, you know, need to spend the rest of their lives in prison. I mean, for sure. Like, you know, and think about how they took an innocent person's life away for no reason, absolutely no reason at all, other than being hateful. So, you know, it's just sad, really. It truly is sad. And I think about my daughter, you know, when all this is going on, because like, would someone do that to her because she's half Black? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is, you know, it's unnerving that this stuff is still happening.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and then they try to do all the little tactics they do. And it's just insane.
Well, it took forever for them to be actually put into jail, didn't it?
Well, and did you see these white dudes? You got a
Because
picture of the
somebody
white dudes?
released the video.
Look at fucking
Oh,
these two.
Jesus.
These inbred looking motherfuckers. I can't even handle it. Looking like they just broke out of West Virginia.
That's a wrong
Looking
turn
like
right
they're
there.
Uncle, brother,
Wrong
father
turn.
twins. Uncle, brother, father twins right there. Okay, kids? Like
Uncle,
they just
brother,
got
father twins.
father twins. Okay? Just got done fucking each other up the ass, and they decided to go hunt down a fucking black dude. That's what fucking happened.
Cool.
Mhm.
Right there. Okay? I said it here. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
don't give
we
a fuck.
we don't want to be us. We don't want to be
Allegedly,
associated with those kind of people.
Allegedly. Okay? Innocent till proven guilty. My ass.
There's
a fucking
video of it.
Right. Allegedly.
There's video of it.
There's video.
fucking
Somebody took a video of it happening.
But the person filming
it was
that
their
wasn't
friend.
filming it.
It was their fucking friend
Taking
the video.
Taking video of it
for them
to defend them.
It's shocking.
In court.
It really is one of the most sickening things that I've witnessed.
Was planned. Like, that's the fucking thing that blows my mind the most. Like, you fucking planned it. You brought a camera. So instead of waiting for the police, you decided to tape this, knowing there was a good chance it was going to go bad.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
But
and
why would you
were a
think
police officer?
But he wasn't even armed. Why would they? This is the thing.
Right.
Why would you pull a gun on somebody? That's to me, that's crazy thinking to begin with.
Right.
If you're that capable of doing that, then you're just a shit person, and you're very dangerous, because no one normal could do that. Nobody who's not evil could do that.
Somebody on one of the posts were like, well, he didn't obey an armed command. And you're fucking bitching because you're told to stay in your house, during a pandemic. And he's one of those assholes that are standing on the Capitol building with his fucking crying because he can't go to fucking Applebee's to go get his 2 for $20 meal. Okay? He's over there crying. But meanwhile, he's telling me that this black dude got shot because he didn't obey a fucking command by an armed fucking white dude. That's that fucking dude. Okay? Are you fucking kidding me? It is not my fuck you. Because you got a gun, I gotta obey you? Kiss my fucking ass, bro. Eat me. You better do a good job, too.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jeffrey.
Jesus, Jeffrey.
I like it when they do a good job.
Well, this goes back to the people who think that they should be able to be armed. You know what I'm saying? When obviously I think you should have to get like some kind of a test to be, because these people are mental. Like, who does stuff like that? Who gave them guns? Like, why do these people are allowed to have, they need to be evaluated before they're allowed to have a gun? Because I
An ex-cop.
He's ex-pig.
oh, so he had guns.
Did you really just say ex-pig?
That's
Yes, bitch, he ex-pig. Honk, honk, or oink, oink. Honk, honk. I don't know.
Honk, honk.
Honk, honk, oink, oink. What, Luke fall out? I say 5-0, he had to go get a donkey. I'm trying to look at the screen, and I'm like, oh, wait, it's on me. Jesus Christ. I'm like, why can't I see Luke? That's because I'm looking at myself.
I ran away quickly. I'm sorry.
So that's when you notice, like, if I'm staying on one person for too long and the conversation's kind of died out, it's because one person's not on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I had to run to the toilet.
and then the best part is he switches to me, and I'm still trying to look for you and realize, oh my God, it's just on me, and I'm like not paying attention. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I did do my little, like, my 2 seconds thing, but I don't know. The other guys didn't see it, obviously.
Chico. Look, is it true the water in Australia goes the opposite way?
Well, it doesn't flush. It doesn't swirl here. Our toilets are different. They tumble. It just goes and then goes down. So I don't know where that whole thing come from. The Simpsons did a big thing about it. It was way too much.
We need a video. We need a video.
Okay, I'll put up a video on Uncensored Radio of my toilet flushing.
Thank you. Make sure the bowl's clean. Make sure the bowl's clean, or I'm ripping your ass apart.
I gotta say, yeah, you don't want anything in there, do you? No.
Maybe one of the Muppets. Maybe one of the Muppets. Maybe you could flush the dog.
No, because I think Buffy threw a doll down there one day. I had to get a plumber out. It was so expensive. So no more plastic things going down the toilet. But look, today was like a bit of a heavy conversation. I thought we were just going to talk shit about Uncle Shitbag. And, it became a little bit deep. And these conversations are a bit awkward, but I think everyone needs to have them because they're important. And the more they're out there, the more...
Luke, I heard... So, Marie... Oh, no. Never mind. I can't tell you.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Come on, you've just started. You can't do this to the audience.
I can't.
You can.
I can't. No, I can't.
So anyways, it snowed today here in Auburn.
It did.
Isn't it spring there? What is it there now?
It snowed. It snowed again today here in Auburn. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It snowed. By the way, I think we're still giving away.
And I'm down here growing
sunflowers. What did you say, Marie? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, and I'm down here growing sunflowers as a class project in my little front plot.
This fucking bitch.
It's so sunny down here.
I swear to God, this overachieving motherfucker. I can't handle her. I can't. Every fucking day, she calls me with some more shit she's doing for this fucking kid. She's got, how many days a week you got this, bitch?
Oh, we got a new learning game. This came in the mail today. We're going to play tomorrow. And what is it? We have 30-something% custody, I think. I think you got to do. And then we got this game because we're trying to master our sight words. So that's the little games that just came in the mail from Amazon. But yes, I'm trying to teach her how to read and, do math and make it fun. So I'm making my own games. Yes, I'm bored. I need to go back to work. Actually, Jeffrey, I'm going back to work on Friday. So I just got the message today that we are officially opening back up. So
Oh, yay. So they're
Yay.
opening bars again so people can come and drink.
we won't be, we are considered a cafe, but it technically, yes, we are a bar. But we have a lot of food. We have our own kitchen. So they haven't fully opened bars yet. So we will probably close, I think at 11 is what time, and we usually stay open till 4 in the morning. So,
Wow.
so yeah, so we won't be until the next phase, we won't be able to be open for a nightclub because it's too compact in there and people are on top of each other. And so, right now, gyms and clubs like bars and stuff that don't serve food are not allowed to be open in Florida. So, but I work today, so there'll be more serving food. But yeah.
No, girl.
What about in Auburn, guys?
Interesting.
What's happening there now? Like, are people able to go and, like, obviously you still kept food open.
No.
Like here, food's open everywhere. You go and get takeaway
We just
food.
had a spike in cases.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I think we just
In
had
Auburn.
4.
Mm.
Yeah, we just had 4 confirmed cases over the weekend.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So what are they going to do?
And
Are they
Jake,
thinking of
and
shutting
you-
down more stuff?
And,
Or?
well, I don't know. And then they had somebody that actually worked at like a Lowe's.
Yeah, somebody
Had
at
it.
Lowe's. I think there was like 1 case at Lowe's, 1 at Walmart.
And they had to. Oh, I didn't see the one at Walmart, but they had it at Lowe's and had to put. If you've been there at this time,
Had to get
please,
tested.
Well, and you come down with symptoms, please quarantine. So, but our area did not meet
so James,
the
can you
standards. So
Yes, Murray. Sorry.
show Luke a picture of AJ's? Can you show Luke a picture of AJ's? It's considered an outside restaurant, and when they lifted everything. If you were outside open air,
I
you
think
were of AJ's
she
Seafood
would
Nice
like
Bar and
you to
That's
show
it.
them a picture
No.
of AJ's restaurant from Destin, Florida.
No, I want Luke to see. No, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Yes, but so he has an understanding. Like it's open air, so it's
Like,
different.
Yeah, it's a
When you're seating,
fabulous.
it's
Just sitting,
outside
yeah.
the open air than in.
Yeah.
We're
It's
right
AJ's
on
Seafood and Oyster Bar?
Yes.
We're on the harbor.
Yes.
Oh, you guys sell
Yes.
oysters?
Yes.
Oh, Luke, no.
Yes, we do. We
No. You dirty
How
pig.
much?
Oh,
How
we
much are
would've
they
been
over there? Because here they're so expensive. It's
oh
disgusting.
yeah, you would have.
And we're surrounded by ocean.
we were at 16 a dozen, I think, $16 a dozen when we closed down. That's what we were
Yes,
doing.
that correlates to what we pay here, I guess,
Yeah.
with the money difference.
Yeah, if you want like bakers, more expensive because they have like bacon and
Kilpatrick.
different things on them too.
Yeah.
So,
right off a cliff, kids.
But yeah, I mean, it's a cool little place. You can see dolphins swimming, and you can see dolphins swimming through there and everything. Jeffrey loves it, don't you,
Oh,
Jeffrey?
really?
We were actually supposed to come.
Well,
down
Jeff, why don't we
this
all
summer.
just go and live in Florida?
That's where we were supposed to go.
I know, because we were meant to go to the, what was it at the time as well? The ranger stop thing.
Yeah.
We were going to help Karen with her booth, and just everything kind of, it was just,
because of our other cousin, the handy thief.
well, we don't know what happened, but yeah, there was a theft.
No.
And it impacted-
She knows our other cousin.
Oh, but we don't know who actually took the money
No,
and the
she
wallet.
knows who it is. She knows him.
Who? What are you talking about?
Our
I'm just
cousin,
saying,
the
we-
thief.
Well,
The
we
one
don't
that
know
steals
though.
everything.
We speculate.
It was Sam.
Speculation.
You're
steals everything.
speculating.
No, I ain't speculating shit.
I mean,
I ain't got to speculate not that motherfucker.
I don't know,
steal
man.
everything. If he had named down their asshole, steal it.
I believe it. I believe in karma. I definitely believe in karma. People know if it's not, I'm gonna try to find the owner because I don't want to lose my stuff. So.
But we made the trip work, though. We still
know.
went to Niagara Falls. We still took the kids to a theme park. It was just different to what
I'll send
we
you
were
some of the footage from
expecting.
the bar, Murray. You'll love it.
Oh, no, don't.
Jeffrey, you're so gonna cry. Our water park is filing bankruptcy because of COVID-19.
I never went
We
to
have
the
a water park right in the middle of our town. I live around the park. You didn't go to the water park when you were here?
Oh, wow. So
We have a water park.
Girl, I am not a touristy bitch, okay? I'm like a pool and ocean girl. I don't fuck
So in
around with
cases like that,
touristy
though,
shit.
Marie, it's like, is the government sort of, because here the government's supporting businesses that can't make money right now, so they're giving them cash, really, taxpayer money, to keep their businesses above water so they can open back up eventually and then start to, generate that income. It's like a loan. They have to pay that money back eventually out of that tax. But so they're not doing that over there for the businesses?
I don't know how Big Kahunas would do that because they get seekers from other countries. We get a lot of our champion swimmers for our lifeguards and Destin are actually from Australia. So we get a lot of people that come in from all over the world, and it's a work program. So I don't know how Big Kahunas would get that loan because you have to pay people. Their employees only work this certain amount of time, and then they might share, they might not. So I don't know how they're going to figure that out with a place like that. That is, it's a water park, and they're just like Disney. They're not going to be open to close proximity for people. So I'm not sure. I know people are really upset to think that it won't because that's a staple where people take their kids all summer. So it's it's right around the corner. They do great local deals. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure.
Have they given like a timeline over there yet for like when they're going to open stuff like Disney again? Or there's nothing in stone?
I haven't heard about Disney because I just saw the manager of our Disney store and he said they are not open. He's got his phone next to him. He is waiting for the phone call and he said that Disney won't even let them open the stores right now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Marvel's open back in line to get in and it's sectioned off 6 feet apart. They can only have 114 people. I know the manager there and I was talking to him and he's standing there as people are coming out, he's counting and then he lets that amount of people go in. So if you're in a group of 3, you have to wait for 3 people to leave before those 3 people can go in the store. So Walmart is another one where there's a line and there's a police officer. There's a police officer out there enforcing it.
Well, they're relaxing restrictions here big time now. Like people are allowed to visit houses again. You can have up to, I think, 10 people in a household visit, something like that. So they're loosening it quite a lot. You're allowed to go to the beach again now. That's just in my state. Our state had a pretty low infection rate, so they're sort of reducing the restrictions already.
Okay, I think I found a picture.
Yeah.
From
I mean,
Facebook.
the beach is... Did you find a picture?
I think so.
Like, look how
let's have a look.
So we're gonna do a screen share of Facebook.
Oh boy!
And pray to God I don't get a message in that time.
Okay.
Yeah, please don't.
From anybody.
Uh-oh.
We've had it.
So let's hope that this is what you're talking. This is the right one.
Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
that's a horrible picture.
Yes, there were.
You can't. That's just a.
No, it's not. It's off the dock.
Water. You can't see the place.
But it looks amazing. I want to go there.
So that tiki.
We're going there, Jeff.
That's the floor. That's the floor. That's where I work. Up under that tiki little top, I work under there. That top floor. There's a restaurant on the bottom floor. There's offices on the second, and then the top floor is where I work, and it turns into Club Bimini. and they're open till 4 in the morning.
Luke,
Oh.
if you look on my Facebook
Are we
page,
going?
I have great photos on my wall.
Okay, and we're going there this year if
Amazing.
COVID restrictions allow us to fly. We're
If
going,
Jeffrey would have
right?
said that he had better
We
pictures
have
on his
live
Facebook
music.
page, I would have went and found them.
And well, it just dawned on me. I think
All right,
I'm
so-
shagged with
Yeah,
Charles.
I mean, we have live music. We have bands.
Bonnie?
I'm sold, man. I'm coming. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready. As soon as the flights open up again, I'm coming over.
Destin
Sorry.
is
I'm ready for
magical. I know we could probably get a flight right now for $10.
It is.
Marie,
But they won't let us get on it, though. That's the problem.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Maria, I'll be there
Did
Thursday.
Jeffrey tell you his brother lives here? I know Jeffrey's brother lives on the corner from me,
Who?
and my sister lives around the other corner. Our uncle, your brother Anthony, lives
Oh,
here.
yeah.
He's like, yeah.
My dad's brother, our Uncle Jerry, he lives here about 10, 15 minutes from me.
I don't know him.
So we have a lot of family here.
I don't know him.
Yes, okay.
He's having
I
a
have a lot
a
of
Mariah
family
Carey
that-
moment.
I don't know him.
I don't know him. I don't know him.
You know. They came down here to
Okay.
visit and they fell in love and they moved here.
I don't know him.
Okay, so that's obviously another story that we'll go into at another time. Maybe. No?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What?
He just doesn't know him. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Who?
He did. Okay. He doesn't know
Okay.
anybody. He doesn't know.
Well, today was fun, kids. It got pretty deep. It was a different show, I think, to what we thought it was going to be. But hey, it's uncensored radio, right?
Mm.
We just kick it and talk and
I'm sorry.
do
I just,
whatever. Oh, she's
like
dropped
I
out
said,
again.
I hate being looped into stupid redneck doing things dumb. I don't want to be associated with people like that. I don't want to be looped into it. I don't want anyone to ever think that that's the way I feel or what they did was right. And I hate that it comes down to a white and black thing. And I hate that. And like I said, I hate that for my daughter. You know, I just wish everyone could just get along and love each other. But obviously that's never going to happen. So,
Okay.
you know, it's sad.
Before we go, I want you to tell the truth. The inspiration for the stuff behind you that's red was Wanda from Problem Child 2, wasn't it? To Wanda.
Wanda from No, it was not. Actually,
You remember-
this red wall.
You remember?
I've seen
She'll be
Problem
like,
Child too.
Oh my God. Is that she?
This,
You remember that? You guys remember Problem
Crazy.
Child 2? She
I
was
do.
like,
My brother used to love it because he was that kid. He was
like
naughty.
everything red.
Jeffrey, my toaster is red. My knives are red. My pots and pans are red. Everything's red. It started out with something, and then my OCD kicked in. This wall was actually painted. Regulars of mine at work, they came over, a husband and wife, to congratulate me for buying a house, and they painted for me, so it was sweet. So they
Hey,
painted
Marie,
an
do
accent
you-
wall for me.
When you play Clue, are you always Miss Scarlet?
No, actually, my nephew demanded to be Miss Scarlet because Miss Scarlet goes first, and he always
Yes.
wants to go first. So we argued because we played. I was Miss, and you know, because all this, yeah. Sorry, my husband likes long hair, so this is what I do. And I need listen.
Of
I'm so
course you
happy
got
the
it, see?
salon's open back up. I need a haircut. Yeah, I need a haircut.
You catch
My hair's
that?
like down to my butt. So.
She got the gay husband. He likes the long hair.
Oh,
Jeffrey.
No.
Listen, Vampiro.
My husband is Spanish. My husband is Spanish. They like long hair. That was one of the things that he loved me when he met me.
Look at
Was
that.
there.
Don't he look like Vampira?
I got my daddy's hair.
Before the show, I
I
was
do
over
look
there
a bit blown out, don't I? Like a
I'm
bit
like,
pasty.
she's got the look. No. It kind of looks like Rockstar or whatever. Like little
Yeah.
Vampire.
I love it. I love
He's dead now too.
Well, he changed it.
Stop hating.
I'm not. Every show, I'm like, he always looks like somebody. I'm like, but he changed his lighting a little bit so he doesn't look so vampire-ish.
Yeah, because it was like up like this before. Hey, like.
I'm like, I just look like a pudged up fucking.
So do I look like the vampire? Hey,
No,
at the vampire thing.
No, you
I got
just
the
look like Snow White. I got that.
the weird green eyes.
All right, guys, make sure you follow us on social media, and we'll be back Thursday. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in.
No worries,
check out
boys.
us on
And Marie.
YouTube. Check out our videos. YouTube.com/uncensored radio. Have a good night. Thanks, Marie.
Night.
Okay, Zoe.